Okay, we are going to take a look at some examples of when you should break even on life insurance policy and what impacts that. So, as our previous video touched on, we've got traditional whole life, high early cash value, and hybrid products. The product type will have an impact, and in addition, how much you pay in will have an impact. So, we often talk about being able to 10x the base premium. If we 10x it, between 3 to 5 years, we'll see. If we have the ability to 10x, but perhaps we only pay in 5x, for whatever reason we leave space or the funds are just not there for some reason, we may see it occur between 5 and 7 years. And if we 0x it, like a traditional whole life base premium policy, 10 to 14 years. Let's take a look. So, first study we have is actually here with the hybrid product. And we're going to go through these quickly because they all match up with exactly what we just touched on as far as the break-even points. Hybrid product. We have a policy with a $5,000 base premium and a $50,000 MEC limit. This means I have the ability, but not commitment. I'm not committed to, but the ability to pay up to $50 per year. We're paying in $6 per year. The reason why, that covers your $5K base, plus the term rider cost, and the excess goes into PWAs. As a result, highlighted in yellow is my break-even point. There we go. I've paid in $84,000 in total, and I have $84,000. The 50% fund, what this represents, same policy. You'll notice everything's exactly the same on the death benefits, the way we have it designed. But we are going to pay in $25,000. So I have the same 5K base premium, ability to go up to 50, but I only 50% fund it. I pay in 5x the base. So then what happens as a result, still a healthy break-even point, right around year 5. This is for a 40-year-old male. Paid in a total of $300,000. I've got $375. Then we've got a maximum fund. And you'll notice I wanted to keep it consistent here. So I paid in the same $300,000, but just stop the payments at year 6. We can keep going if we wanted to with the same amount or reduced amount, whatever it might be. But we did stop the payments altogether after year 6. Break-even point between years 3 and 4. So again, this is my hybrid example. And what this means, if you haven't seen the last video, is that 5K base premium, year 1, does not show up in cash value. Year 2, it does begin to show up in cash value. That's how the break even is accelerated. Okay, let's take a look at another example here. We're going to look at a traditional policy. We have it called a long-term policy. This is a traditional whole life. And we actually aimed for some consistency here on the funding, with funding all of them for 25 years, up until the individual is 65 years old. So he has a $3,000 base premium and an approximate $30,000 MEC limit. Pays in 4K, that covers your base premium and the term rider. We're satisfying just the minimum so we don't have a lapse or a term blow up, anything like that. Now this one, way down there in the break even, mainly because we are carrying that term cost, year 19. And that does go to show, if I construct the policy with the ability to put in oh so much money, and I don't, I could run into something like this. Now, to improve performance, if I continue to pay in just the 4K, I could cut the term rider after year 7 to help improve things, but we don't want to set up a policy with the ability to plow in funds and then never even come close to hitting that number. 50% fund, exact same policy. Difference now, I'm paying in 15K, where I have the ability to pay in 30. Break even, year 7. Okay. And then, maximum fund. So this is an example to demonstrate how to max fund a policy. We don't trigger a MEC or anything like this. And again, you stress test a policy to make sure you don't MEC non-guaranteed, midpoint values or reduced dividend, and even guarantees to make sure we never run into it. But here we go. Year 5. So this is a traditional policy, traditional long-term, meaning with this specific company, this is going to produce among the strongest long-term returns, cash values, with this specific product, traditional whole life. Now, we're going to look at a high early cash value. So this will not have as strong cash values as the traditional or hybrid over the long haul. It will, however, satisfy my early cash values. I'll be very rich up front. The base premium was a little bit higher here. Couldn't quite get the 1090 split. This product is priced typically with a higher base premium. But here I go. What you'll notice on the minimum fund, I pay in $5,000. I've got about $4,300 right off the bat. Rich equity immediately. That's access to most of what I paid in with a minimum fund. But with that said, looks good off the bat, right off the bat, but still with just the minimum, takes 15 years to break even. As I look at the 50% fund, 15K per year, here's where this product will start to shine up front. A lot of companies and business owners are attracted to these types of products because if it's an asset on their balance sheet, it gives them cash right off the bat, which is nice. Pays in 15, he's got 14. Crossover year 4 with a 50% fund. If you look at a max fund, by year 3, I've paid in 90, I have 90,000 and change. Year 2, I paid in 60, I've got about 58.8. Very strong as far as early cash values. However, again, if we compare it to the other guys long-term, not quite as strong. But overall, this is meant to demonstrate how and when, well, how we can break even early and when we should. If we see a policy and the absolute best break-even point we're presented is around year 7 or 8, we might want to question it and ask, okay, why and how do I get it to break even earlier? How is that possible? What tweaks and adjustments can I make on the policy in order to be able to attain that? Of course, feel free to reach out to us anytime. We show these and sometimes others, but these with everyone we work with right off the bat, no matter what. This way you see options and there's no chance of buyer's remorse. Hope this helps. Reach out with any questions. Hey guys, Steve Parisi here. If you enjoyed the content you just saw, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for future videos. If you'd like more information or to see some custom policies for yourself, feel free to call or email our offices at the contact information below.